Hello all, I'm Vineet, back with a video. It's been a long time since I've posted any art advice, so I decided just to talk about some of the problems that artists face day to day. One of the main being the art block, the other being problems in drawing from imagination and finding a good line quality. There'll be many problems that I'll be discussing in this video, and to the solution I'll be giving. You'll be quite surprised to know that the solution for all these problems that arise in route when you are sitting to draw or trying to design something when you're starting out. So the answer to all the problems is just sketching on daily basis. Yes, I'm not joking. I'll tell you from my experience where I didn't have any knowledge of anatomy from past 4 to 5 years. I didn't know how each and every muscle or bone joints were shaped and how they used to look underneath the skin and how they help you to design the character. No, you need to know anatomy if you want to design some sort of character, creature, or a monster, or you want to make the muscle definition look believable. But I didn't have any of the knowledge from I guess so. When I was starting out in art, in my art school, there was no such thing as specific related to anatomy because uh, where I was learning art in the art school, many of my teachers suggested that observation is the main key here that you are going to learn. Like you will now be surprised that observation is the key. Then why to go to the school? Yeah, you kind of need that constant feedback on your everyday practice so that you can grow and you do not repeat the same mistakes. When I got my knowledge of anatomy and I combined it with sketching practice, it did wonder for me. Like here you can see me that I have adjusted the head a little bit and I am not fully committed to the rough idea because I know it's just a sketch. It will not be the final product and it can vary from the final product, but it will not be some drastic changes. Maybe drastic changes the way the head tilt I have changed. So similarly you can benefit from sketching too, like I have. Problem with most of the beginners or the artists who are just learning right now is that they're not practicing live drawing. From live drawing I mean you need not to do perfect drawings, but rather stick to the sketches that are more fluid. Many people struggle at drawing a confident line, but when you do live drawings, when you go out, you'll have very little time to capture the essence of everything. Even if you look at a person or a dog or a car, it can be anything. It can be even be a bicycle or a tree. If you want to capture the character, then you need to have a certain amount of flow in your line, and that will come with the speed and pace with which you pull the pencil over the paper. And this will only happen in the live session. So if you move out, do some sketches, doesn't mean that it has to be one a long session, but you can keep it short, keep it a 15 or 20 minutes daily sketching routine, and you will definitely find improvements. The key to improving the visual library is also this. For example, if you go out to a restaurant or maybe to a walk to a park and you find people everywhere, right? People are everywhere, and animals, even stray dogs, you can just sketch them and make sure you do not stare anyone because it will make them uncomfortable. Be subtle and just notice their behavior, movements, and just try to sketch. Just put a mark on paper. I do not suggest that you do a finalized drawing over the sketches, but the sketches are there and they are meant for you to study the behavior, gesture, motion, flow, the character. Everything you can observe via the eye, you can produce with your hands, and this will enhance your visual library. For example, if you take a concept artist who need to generate thousands and tons of sketches before he or she could move to the final stages or refining the characters, you'll find that many of the sketches have attributes that showcase the words that have been described in the script to the concept artist. Similarly, every word or every sound has a visual. Even if you have an art block, it can be solved easily. Art blocks usually happen when you are away from doing your art, or you are totally burned out, you have been doing it non-stop, then something inside of you just feels detached from art, right? And you are not able to put out any artwork. But from my experience, I'd say I have also had an art block a few weeks back. I was not able to draw, but in the real world, you constantly need to be doing something to generate some sort of income for yourself, your family, and everything. So be motivated or be demotivated. Anyhow, you need to go to work to earn some money. Same, it is with the art also. If you are not feeling good about what you have done so far in your sketchbooks, you still need to go out there and practice. Remember, the one difference between Mike Tyson or a regular sports person will be that Mike Tyson even practiced a day or an hour or a minute longer than a person who was interested in sport but was not motivated to go that one extra hour or one extra day. These are the efforts you need to put in order to push yourself, right? Motivation will always be not there. Someday you feel motivated, someday you don't feel motivated, but one thing you need to keep in mind is just keep the move with your pencils going on. If you are traveling, I'll suggest that you carry a small sketchbook and just do 10 minutes of sketch daily. I guarantee you no art block will ever be able to touch you if you make it a daily discipline routine. For concepting and ideation, sketching is the best process. You can find numerous videos on YouTube of concept artists showing their process, illustrators showing their process, and not just how they make the picture, but how they got to the picture from beginning to the final, how they convey the written words or emotion, how they build the world, how they build huge environment. Is it is based on the initial sketches. Right now here you can see me, I'm just sketching a character from imagination, and you can see, like, I use very simple methods, line drawing over basic 3D blocks or basic forms such as spheres, and using lines and contours to define the forms further. And all these years I have been relying on sketching more rather than the knowledge of rigid structures. So I suggest you guys that if you're starting out and you feel like you're not growing from your current stage, you need to grab that sketch book and just start sketching. Even if you sketch 10 minutes a day, you'll gain so much information from the real world which you can interpret in your own style. And style comes from sketching too. If you sketch in a certain way, if you hold a pencil in a certain way, if you feel the object you're looking at generate some emotions, showing the inner feelings with your skills will give you a style and personality. So it is same with the art also. If you have a kind of emotion when you look at an object, and you are able to convey your inner feelings or emotion, then I guarantee you that you have an art style. If your sketches look bad, then don't worry, because sketches are meant for the artists themselves and not the public, or you are not going to present it as a final product, sketches are just to generate more ideas if you are in a production condition. Sketches are to give your lines more flow if you are trying to improve your line quality and line economy when you draw something, or when you're having an art block. Sketching is just like a friend who will push you a few more minutes to hold the pencil and to enjoy the art making process. While I have talked so much, you could see me in drawing or sketching some of the faces, turnarounds, and a character. Um, I was just here trying to come up with a character, female fantasy character, and find some interesting shapes. You can see me still while sketching. I'm not satisfied with the look of the face. I kind of went too far with it, I think so. But I was looking for an emotion to show her in attention, but she was with anger or some sort of inner conflict going on. Anyways, if you like the video, consider subscribing and sharing with friends and whomever you think it might help. And thanks for watching.